Imagine this. Ball lightning bursts into a house through a crack in the window, hovers for 18 seconds, and explodes with the smell of ozone. Captured on camera in Australia in 2012. This isn't a movie. These are real mysteries of nature, captured by chance or on the brink of life. Fiery rainbows, icy tsunamis, glowing oceans. Rare natural phenomena that cameras capture once a decade, revealing Earth as an alien planet. Ready to dive into these wonders, where science meets legend? Such events occur all over the world, from Arctic lakes to tropical seas, and time and again they astonish even the most seasoned scientists. Fire rainbows appear on clear days over the prairies of the United States or the fields of New Zealand, while ball lightning strikes homes during thunderstorms in Russia and Canada. Ice tsunamis roll onto the shores of the Great Lakes once a decade, and volcanic lightning strikes inside eruptions in Hawaii and Iceland. These phenomena occur anywhere from once a year to once a century, depending on the climate and a stroke of good luck with the weather. Cameras on smartphones, drones, and satellites now capture what once existed only in eyewitness accounts. Did you know that the odds of seeing a green flash in your lifetime are lower than winning the lottery? But that's just the beginning. Here's what was captured in Texas in 2019. The horizon suddenly lit up with a 5-kilometer-long rainbow, the colors flowing like molten neon without a single drop of rain. A fire rainbow, or circumhorizontal arc, occurs when the sun is above 58 degrees, and the ice in cirrus clouds at an altitude of 8 kilometers is oriented perfectly horizontally. Light enters the hexagonal crystals at a 90-degree angle, refracts, and splits into a spectrum brighter than a regular rainbow. A video by tourist Justin Wilson has garnered 20 million views. People wrote, "It's a portal." The conditions are rare. You need a stable stratosphere, free of turbulence, plus dry air. In New Zealand in 2023, a drone captured a 12-kilometer-long rainbow. It lingered for an hour, reflecting off the lakes. Native American legends called it the breath of the spirits, and Siberian shamans saw similar ones above the taiga. Imagine, you're standing on a hill, the wind is whispering, and the sky flashes. Your heart is pounding, but the strangest part was yet to come. In Canada, also in 2019, a thunderstorm over Toronto. A ball 40 centimeters in diameter rolls out of the clouds, glowing orange, drifts against the wind for 15 seconds, and bursts, leaving a trail of ozone. Ball lightning is plasma, or vaporized silicon from the soil. The temperature inside is 2,000 degrees Celsius, but it doesn't burn on the outside. It enters homes through keyholes, hovers near light bulbs, and sometimes explodes with the force of a grenade. In Australia, in 2012, a camera in the Johnson family's kitchen captured the scene. A ball dancing across the room, the children terrified, the mother screaming. Scientists at Oxford have modeled it. Air ionization plus magnetic fields. But why doesn't it happen all the time? In Russia, a Tu-154 pilot in 1984 filmed a formation of balls over the Urals. They flew parallel to the plane for 2 minutes. Did you notice the white spark in the video? That's the key. The discharge powering the ball. Would you open the door if it hovered at the threshold? That's nothing compared to what's happening on the Great Lakes. On a quiet evening in 2013, 60 centimeter thick ice began to move. A 110 kilometers per hour. Wind pushed a mass weighing millions of tons, which crashed onto the shore as a 4-meter wave, snapping pine trees and garages. An ice tsunami. The ice sheets don't crack, but clump together like a living creature, moving at 25 kilometers per hour, with a rumbling sound from afar like a train. A drone on Lake Erie in 2019 showed the ice breathing, rising 8 meters and sweeping away piers. In Canada, Manitoba, 2021, a family video. A dog runs away a second before the impact. The house shakes. Why is this rare? It requires ice stronger than steel at -25 degrees Celsius and a sudden storm. On Lake Baikal, shamans call this Angara's wrath. Eyewitnesses in the 1960s whispered about spirits. Silence hangs heavy, the ice creaks, and then the wave hits. Would your hands shake holding a camera 50 meters away? And now, volcanoes. Hawaii 2015. Kilauea erupts, sending up a black cloud of ash. And within it, ash 120-meter-long lightning bolts, 300 flashes per hour, illuminating the lava in a crimson glow. Volcanic lightning. Ash particles collide at 100 kilometers per hour, generating billions of volts of charge, like a mountain-sized Leyden jar. Geologist Laura Spellman's camera captures blue streaks tearing through the darkness, with temperatures reaching 1,100 degrees Celsius. In Iceland in 2021, Fagradalsfjall, a helicopter captured 50 lightning strikes inside the eruption. The ash glows like hell. Why not always? The ideal size of ash particles is 10 microns plus volcanic gases. In Chile in 2011, Puyehue, a video with 70 million views, Farmer Juan, God is punishing us. The roar of the wind, the crackling of discharges, the smell of sulfur, a sensory anchor, silence before the first flash, and the storm. But the most fleeting moment is at sunset. Normandy, 2022, beach. The sun touches the horizon, and a green laser flashes for 1.8 seconds, brighter than a searchlight. Green flash. Atmospheric refraction bends the rays. The green wavelength of 510 nanometers lags behind with no clouds or dust. Photographer Pierre Leclerc in a time-lapse. The flash stretches into a beam. The waves sparkle. Conditions. Clear air. Temperature dropping 1 degree Celsius per minute. The horizon is flat. Sailors called it the witch's eye. In Hawaii, telescopes catch it 10 times a season. In Australia, in 2024, from a yacht, a chain of flashes, the captain, UFO. The sun trembles before the finale, a key sign. Would you have blinked and missed it? Let's move on to fragility. The Gulf of Finland, January 2018, morning. A field of ice flowers, petals 25 centimeters wide and 4 millimeters thick, glistening like crystal. At night, the ground is 3 degrees Celsius, warmer than the air. Moisture seeps out. A 2 meters per second wind drives the vapor, which layers and freezes within hours. A tourist from St. Petersburg on his smartphone, 200 meters of flowers, breaking under a finger, a crack like glass. In the Arctic, 2020 expedition, on Baffin ice, flowers grow overnight, melt by 11 a.m. Why so rare? Humidity? Exactly 80%. Frost minus 17 degrees Celsius without fluctuation. Biologist Anna. Nature is a sculptor. The scent of frost, the crunch underfoot. On Lake Ladoga in the winter of 2022, shamanic legends of snowbrides. That camera in the snow, a symbol of a miracle. But the longest one, in the Australian sky, September 2022, Queensland. A 450-kilometer long, 3-kilometer wide. Morning glory cloud rolls along at 65 kilometers per hour like a giant roll. 2 sea breezes collide, drawing air into a tube. But why it takes the shape of a cylinder remains a mystery to NASA models. Glider pilot Mark Hayden is inside. Turbulence is tearing him apart. The video is shaking. The roar is like being in a tunnel. A 2019 drone. Layers of clouds like a barrel. Once every 5 to 10 years, starting in September. In Papua New Guinea, they're smaller, but more frequent. My hands were shaking on the controls. A washing machine from hell. The wave rolls in silently. And then the roar. Would you fly through it? The sky is bleeding too. India, Kerala, 2001. A 20-minute downpour of red streams like arteries, the smell of iron. A bloody rain, algae spores or dust from Arabia, carried by winds traveling 800 kilometers, plus a sulfur meteorite. The spores are still here. Video from 2012, Sri Lanka. Crimson drops? Houses in mud, a panicking crowd. In 2023, Kerala again, rooftop cameras, 25 minutes, analysis, trichodesma. Legends, gods of war. In Australia, 2019, orange snow. Skin prickling with fear, stickiness on the palms. Domino effect, dust leads to soil erosion. The fire dances. Western Australia, January 2017. A fire, a whirlwind of flames 1.2 kilometers high, moving at 280 kilometers per hour, roars as it sweeps away eucalyptus trees. Fire tornado. Convection sucks in air. The wind swirls it. A temperature of 1,300 degrees Celsius melts sand into glass. Brisbane firefighters. A living vortex. 4K video, sparks swirling. Brazil, 2010, 70 hectares in 6 minutes. In Siberia, January 2026. Wipes out a village. Cameras survive by a miracle. Wind 50 kilometers per hour, plus fuel. The perfect combination. Deputy Sheriff, the dragon's breath. One vortex gives birth to two. Every day, our planet puts on a show that cameras can barely capture. From illusory rainbows to fiery storms. Have you ever seen a glowing ocean or a killer ball? What's scarier? An ice tsunami or lightning inside a volcano? What secrets of nature have you dreamed about? Subscribe so you don't miss new expeditions into the unknown. What lies ahead is even crazier.